I have been increasingly amazed, astounded, and offended that America's greatest game is too often decided by a guy trotting onto the field who doesn't actually play football, a little specialist who is then suddenly given the responsibility of this goofy gimmick that somehow evolved in our sport of football of place kicking a ball up between two poles to win or lose the football game. And this has always had way too much impact on the scoreboard because it counts 3 points. And too many games turn into field goal chess matches. So I have proposed for a long time, I'm going to do it again today, that we eliminate field goal kicking, extra point kicking, and kickoffs from the game, and let the football players decide the football game. So the offense will be given the ball at, let's say, your 25-yard line. And if it gets to be 4th and 5, you have to go for it. If you're 4th and 5 at the opponent's 25, you can elect to go for it. And if you score a touchdown, then you go for 2 every time, which is a far more exciting play than that one single point, extra point kick. So to me, you keep punting in the game, which is an underappreciated art. And in general, the punters have been better athletes than the kickers, though Jay Feely has an issue with that. And there is a new breed of more athletic place kickers, but still, none of them could make the team as a position player. In the good old days, back in the early days of football, they actually had somebody who played a position kick the field goals and extra points. I'm a little better with that. But in this case, if you elect to punt, fine. You can punt it and try to coffin corner kick it or kick your opponent back to its 3 or 4 yard line. But go for it. And I can make a case that people say, well, then New England wouldn't have won those Super Bowls. And you know about Adam Vinatieri, the greatest clutch kicker in the history of football. What if I make the case that Tom Brady could have won those championships with his arm instead of Adam's leg? It's very possible. If you just keep going for it on 4th down, he completes the 4th and 8 pass that gives you another set of downs. So, Christian, feed back to me. Am I right about this? Thank you.
I just have to applaud this.
Thank you.
Finally, somebody has come out and said this. Listen, I've been a card-carrying, flag-waving, anti-kicking game for my entire career. Okay? I've been on the kickoff return team, which is just a murderous wedge position to play. They changed rules a little bit, but it's still a very tough, physical position to play. I'm also the wing guy on the field goals. You know, when Adam kicks his games, I'm the guy jumping on him saying, thank God.
Yeah.
Other than Adam Vinatieri, when I first met Adam, I just had a complete disdain for all kickers.
Yeah.
They don't practice with us. They don't work out. We go into practice. They go inside. Most of them have other jobs. That's what I felt like.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing in there running a company as we're practicing? I met Adam Vinatieri.
Seriously.
I mean, I'm not kidding. Same with the long snappers, okay? Although that's a skill also. But I met Adam. I was like, this is a guy that has the mentality of a football player, of a linebacker, of a fullback. He worked out with us. He challenged us when we ran. You know, he wasn't mentally weak. Now, I don't want to disrespect all the kickers out there, but most of them, in my opinion, were kind of squirrely. They were up one day and then down one day. Your article was spot on with everything that you said as far as how you characterize the kickers. You know, how they can be great one day and then terrible the next.
So now we